Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I have had a lot of requests over the years for different kinds of videos. Everything from the traditional crystal opening commentaries, prof, what champions are best of each class, what's a good offer. You know by now, if you've watched my channel for almost 5 years, you know what I do on this channel. And maybe it's because you know what I do on this channel that I have had several people request a state of the economy video update on my thoughts on how the gifting event is impacting the overall community and game as a whole. Now, this is not an original idea for a video. This is a sequel, an offshoot from both Brian Grant and KT1, who have had similar videos on their channel. And the reason why this has been requested is because people have asked me what my thoughts are given what they've said. I want to say this, because KT1 and Brian Grant are both really good at this game, scary good at this game. If they wanted, they could clear content, I'm sure, for anybody. They're so good. I am more scary than scary good. If there was a scale, over here was best summoner in the world, and over here was scrub that, I don't know, doesn't know how to parry, I'm here. I'm right in the middle. And on a good day, I can go here. But on a normal day, I can go over here. And so I tend to think that the reason why my channel has done so well, I accomplished all my YouTube goals 2 years ago. I was pretty much done with YouTube because I had a list of things I wanted to achieve, best case scenario, did all of them. So then the last 2 years have just been a bonus, and they've been my best 2 years. So you're blessed when you get to do what you love. And your channel has been successful enough to do things like purchase a new iMac, which is what I'm recording on right now. So this main discussion stems from the solo gifting rank rewards that are possible. Because even though they've always been crazy, these new rank rewards are truly historically different for 30 people. And I have to give Kabam credit because in the past, it's been for spots number 1 only, or 1 and 2. Giving the same rank rewards for 30 people will help those of you that are super close. Now, I feel real bad for whoever finishes 31 because even though the rewards are good, they're not this good. So at the same time, maybe there's a huge discrepancy, right? Sometimes we used to talk about Legends runs and somebody would get the same Legends rewards as place number 1 that was placed let's say, I don't know, for the sake of argument, 51, and the difference was 2 hours of time. So who knows? Maybe rank number 1, in this case, will have spent $100,000 and rank number 29 will have spent $37,000. Not to say $37,000 isn't a lot of money. It's a crazy amount of money. But compared to $100,000, it is not that much. Everything's comparable when you're talking about whales and this game. But Kabam had to do something to get the whales to spend. They have not had a lucrative year. They have not had a good year, even the finances aside, just discussing how many job openings they have that can't seem to get replaced. If you go to Kabam's website and you look at their hiring, it's does anybody work for this company? And of course, we've covered extensively on this channel throughout this year that they lost Kabam Broccoli, the GOAT designer, a man that I will forever be thankful that somehow God crossed our paths because he was my favorite thing I've ever done on this channel was the interview. And that's why, if you haven't seen it yet, it is the main video on my channel's homepage and will be for the foreseeable future because I'm just proud of it. And I love that he was able to be so honest and vulnerable and not shy away from any of y'all's questions that you talked about in my community page Q&A that I had you write up. So, rank 1 to 30. It's not just that you get a 6-star Weapon X. It's that you have this Abyss Nexus Crystal Selector, and you know what they should do. If this was me and I got this, I would wait until the new 6-star featured came in so that I could get Hercules in the cosmic version of this. Hopefully somebody who's a top 30 sends me a commentary to, their video to commentate of that. Because I would love, that's what I would do. I would choose the Cosmic and Fergus, especially if you also don't have like Captain Marvel movie or Corvus. The only thing that would make it really cool, but it won't be for quite some time, like 3 to 4 months, is if Noel was in it. But Noel will be in the new featured 6-star. And I know this because several of you have told me that you are waiting now to spend your 6-star shards on the new 6-star featured crystal, which will be here in less than a month. So, you also get that 6-star generic Awakening gem, which historically speaking is only available in the toughest content or for $500, for example, on Cyber Weekend or July 4th. One of the things that blows my mind is this. The 2 plus 100s, 200 6-star generic 6 stones, that's valued at least $1,000, I'd say, conservatively speaking now. Maybe that's a little high, but I feel like the ability to take any 6-star straight to max sig is probably just safely $1,000. Maybe I should say closer to 500, but just $1,000. This thing though, let's just remind ourselves, right? The rank 3 to rank 4 rank up gem. What the heck does that take the place of? Well, let's say I'm taking this Doctor Doom to rank 4. This rank up gem, it's a generic, so any 6-star that's rank 3 qualifies. 3 tier 6 basic and 3 tier 2 alpha, which by themselves are now valued according to Kabam's $50 offers every week. They're valued at least combined about $3,000 still. Now, I don't expect that price to remain the same. It used to be the case where tier 5 basic were valued at over $1,000. But for the moment, that's what they're valued at. 2 tier 5 class catalyst crystals, which I still think the value of those for a fully formed is at least $200. And then tier 5 basic, which those are like $10 to $15 a piece. So 5 of those is like $50. So the overall value of that one generic rank up gem on paper is, I would say, at least $3,000 to $4,000. So we've got to keep that in mind for the discussion of how much this is actually worth. Because if somebody spends $100,000 worth of units, hopefully not worth of fraudulent shadiness, though you all have told me behind the scenes you are certainly worried about that. $100,000 for, I would say, all of this at most is worth like $6,000. Now I'm curious, because every time I say out a number like that, there are people who can sort of agree, people who vehemently disagree, and then people who think they disagree because it's too low or too high. But I would say minimum of $5,000. Minimum $5,000, which is a lot of money. I mean, $5,000, I don't care if you live in New York or San Francisco or LA, that $5,000 should at least be a month of rent, even for like the most expensive apartment, right? And then, of course, it's not just the rank 3 to rank 4, it's the rank 2 to rank 3 and the rank 1 to rank 2. So, like, if you wanted Weapon X, you could literally take him, awaken him, make him max sig, and take him straight up to rank 4, all with the rewards from being in the top 30. And rank 31 to 60 is still pretty dang good. Yes, you're missing out on the Abyss and replacing that with the Nexus, but you still get the generic up to 3. You still get the 6-star generic Awakening Gem. You still get half the 6 stones, a really good amount of tier 6 basic and tier 3 alpha, and 2 fully formed tier 5 class catalyst selectors. I will say, because no matter how much I spend every year, sometimes I think last year I spent the most. I spent like $600. This year I've spent more like $300. I usually just always land in the top 1 to 5%. But this is still really good. Like a 50% tier 5 class catalyst fragment selector? Yes, please. A 6-star shard? A 6-star so I can triple dupe my Iron Fist? Sure. 5-star Nexus, 3 tier 5 basic, 6 tier 2 alpha. This isn't even counting the alliance rewards, right? Here's my takeaway though. Because the people at the very top, I can't like connect with. These are the people that beat all the best content on day 1. They've got, like, before rank 4 materials were introduced, they had like literally, I want to say 50 rank 3 6-stars. Like, these are the craziest, best accounts in the game. So they're already the richest summoners in the game. And so the rich are only going to get richer. But if you're worried that somehow these rank rewards are going to affect like the upper middle tier of the game, or certainly the middle tier of the game, I don't think they are at all. I think that it's going to be a little bit of an overhype. But in the end, the community is still going to feel about what the community is. Now, some people might take advantage of this by having a tougher defender. Like, can you imagine fighting an alliance that has all weapon X's on boss nodes? That would suck. Diversity be damned, right? But I think I'm not too worried about this because the majority of players are like me. They're doing their best, maybe casual spenders, but they're just looking to beat content. And I still think, and I've said this before and I'll say it forever, at least for the moment. I know you look at, oh my gosh, every one of these people is going to automatically have another rank 4 6-star. If you want a rank 4 6-star, just put a 30% greater champion boost into your rank 3 6-star and test them out for an hour. But 565 5-stars, 565 5-stars can clear any content so far in the game without a whole lot of problems if you know how to use your champions right and are skilled. And let's say that a rank 4 6-star takes you 30 less revives than a rank 3 6-star or a rank 5 5-star. Is the difference of 30 less revives worth $30,000 cash? No! That's a ridiculous question. That's the question we have to ask ourselves in the cost-benefit analysis of not being one of these top 30 summoners to get these rewards. I'm just not that concerned, For the record, I've also commentated many Abyss Nexus crystals that went south, and they went for Doctor Doom or Black Widow Clairvoyant and didn't get either of them in the 10 Mystic ones, which I'm sure somebody watching this is being triggered right now because that was them. Thanks for watching, YouTube. I'm not worried about it. I don't think you should be worried about it. The rich will get richer, but most people will still benefit from like the top 1 to 5%, etc. rank rewards. And just keep playing the game casually. Don't be in a rush to be the best because the rainbow or the goalpost is always going to be moved. In this case, just have fun, relax, and enjoy the fact that the game exists. That's what I've chosen to do. I don't do Alliance War. I just relax. I'm retired. I've been retired in this game for 2 years, and I've never been happier to be in that position.